The Omusati region has recorded 407 new cases of malaria. 47% of the cases were local transmissions, mainly due to a lack of insecticides, while 53% were transmissions from our neighbouring country, Angola. Joining us with more on this is the governor of the Omusati region, Erginus Endjala. Good morning and welcome.
Oh, good morning. Nice to have me.
Governor, the statistics reported are that 407 cases in the total. Which age group are mostly affected?
Mostly it's affected the young people, let me say the school-going kids, but there's also a higher number of adults, meaning that it's just a mix-up. It's not really affecting mostly one group.
Can you please enlighten us on the identified hotspots that were recorded in the region and some of the steps that were taken to fight this disease?
Yes, majority of the cases were reported from the Otapi Hospital and then Oshikuku. And I think these hospitals, they have recorded a large number due to the fact that, they are mostly treating now the referrals that are coming from small clinics and health centers. Like in the case of Utapi, you have the cases that are coming from Omonawashihodu. Omonawashihodu is a health center at Wakana. Then we have Mahenene border post that is now including Mahenene clinic that is next to our border. Then you have in Oshikuku, they are mostly fed by Okalongo Health Center that is also close to our border. Actually, what we can say is that these cases could be in the process also majority of them coming from outside, but due to the fact that, in our border between Namibia and Angola, we don't have any fence, people, they are moving freely. It may happen that we record them here in Namibia, but could be also coming external.
Mm-hmm. Governor, is the Omusati region ready in response to the outbreak when you talk about resources such as medical supplies and personnel? And are there plans to enhance healthcare for infrastructure, given the fact that you're also saying that you're responding to some of the people that are from the neighboring country?
Yes, the hospitals, like the health department in the region, in collaboration with the Otapi Town Council, they have now set up a team that will then share the resources to go and conduct already the campaign to spray in the vicinity of Otapi and then probably to move to the other areas. Of course, the resources is a challenge. It's not really that they have adequate resources, but with the little they have, they are trying now to just mitigate the effect of this transmission of malaria in the area. Of course, the challenges for equipment and then the same time the transport, I think those are really remain to be the biggest challenge. And also not only probably the transport, could be also the insecticides that are mostly needed now for this campaign. It is really becoming a challenge.
What mechanisms have you tried to put in place in trying to get a bit more insecticide? Because we're seeing that 53% of the transmissions are a direct result of this.
No, definitely the Minister of Health and Social Services in the current moment, they are preparing to start with their campaign as usual by starting already mobilizing the necessary funds and then also to find where they can procure those type of insecticides so that at least they can start already with a full full campaign for the whole region, for the whole those constituencies that are identified. But of course, it's true. We can also understand that it has been a long time when we have the outbreak like the one that we have now. The malaria cases have been dropping significantly, but to our surprise, this year have shot up. Probably it tells us to say we have relaxed a little bit. Maybe this time around we have now to do it continuously so that this can eradicate malaria in totality.
You did mention a few challenges that are being faced, but what challenges are being faced by healthcare practitioners and that are trying to create awareness about malaria in your region?
Yeah, now in this current moment, we are talking about, first, prevention is better than cure. You have first to start educating people, in the same providing them with mosquito nets and all others, before you come with a full spray campaign. Now, in this present moment, I think the mosquito net could be one of the biggest challenge, and then coming now with the transport, and then also the logistics just in general. I think that is now the current problem that we are facing. But with the little that we have, we are just going to reactivate our groups that we already have in place, just to mitigate while we are really looking for a full-fledged team that will then completely address the whole concerns and then the shortage of materials that we are currently facing.
Governor, finally, what message do you have to your Omusati region people in terms of trying to fight the malaria increase?
Yes, we have just now to obey to the rules by one, that now we have this time around to sleep under net, and then we have also in the process trying now to reduce water residues in our areas, because that is now the area where they breed and then they spread the malaria. But then we have also another challenge, is that majority of our brothers and sisters that are coming from this side of Angola, when they come, sometimes they may not show any symptoms, but we are kind of living with them and sometimes also interacting with them in terms of businesses, in terms of all other things. Just saying that we must report to the health practitioner if we realize that somebody is sick, but then the symptom seems like it's malaria, so that at least that disease cannot spread the way in the alarming rate like currently that is happening. We have really to educate our people, go back to the education campaign just against malaria. I know that previously we used to do it successfully, but the problem is that now we went a little bit asleep due to the fact that the transmission went very down and was almost eradicated. But now, in this present moment, we have now to reinforce our campaign just to make sure that everybody is protecting himself or herself while we are busy bringing back now the spray of malaria in all our vicinities in order to curb this malaria transmission.
Thank you so much, Governor, for joining us this morning, and we wish you great strides in the fight of the malaria outbreak.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
That was Omusati Governor Erginus Endjala, which Omusati Region has recorded 407 new cases of malaria, where he mentioned that 53% are as a direct result of insecticides, while others are from the neighboring country of Angola. We come back with the news right after this.